I might have sold a book. This is kind of nice because I didn't get to sell my own book before it was censored. But Fred the Boy Blue got one of the very few books with the N word as the primary title on his reading plate. He says, I'm going to buy it. It looks good. I love Fred the Boy Blue. This is a great book. And I think children should be taught this book practically first. The first book a child should read is this book. Why? So first off, selfishly, I wrote a book with the N-word as the title, sort of, and I want to write a book that's like this with the lowercase N-word written across a picture. I love Dick Gregory and I love this book, but the reason I think kids should read it and learn it is that before you fix your N-word, you have to start with the racist one and learn the history of it. And the deeper history of the N-word meaning black in Latin, it is not as important as the African American history of the word, where it's a derogatory term for a black person. And so, in order to self-identify as an N-word, you have to know what the word used to mean so that when you fix it, that fix has significance. And I think that's so important. And this is actually, you guys witnessed it, the first time I've ever read the N-word directly to my baby. All the other times I've said it around her, it's been directed at other people as I talk about my philosophy. But this time I got to say it because it's in that first chapter of this book. And this book has that kind of hopeful, childish tone at the beginning that makes it an exciting book right from the start. Like, you can feel Dick Gregory's childhood in a way, because he goes on to talk about shining shoes in the tavern, and you just feel it. The first N-word is a racist N-word that you get past, and you even subject yourself to in case violence done to you will benefit you. That N-word is an abusive, racist N-word. And it's the one in the first chapter of Dick Gregory's book. And I love it. And it will never be the first chapter in my book if my book is an autobiography. Because I grew up in Los Alamos and it was highly, highly white. There was very little exposure to diversity. And I feel like that changed the way I grew up from a lot of people that I'm interested in talking to and sharing experience with, because I didn't just grow up in a homogenous zone, but I also grew up in a highly scientific zone where the joy of lying was forever hidden from me. We joked about Santa Claus, we prayed, but it was all weak. We didn't lie intentionally to great effect. And that's something parents have fun doing with their kids, because you can pretend you're a god with your kids. Before they understand light switches, you can say, "Let there be light," and subtly flip up the switch, and the child will think that you're magical because you're their parent. So the joy of lying is something that my parents didn't experience because they were somewhat beautifully uptight. And it gave me a passion for the truth that remains to this day. And that would be my first chapter in my autobiography, about a passion for the truth, because I'd want to tell the truth in my autobiography, which violates another book's hidden rule. Tim O'Brien's The Things They Carried is partially about how to tell a good story. And sometimes he says, the story is only true if it's false. And I'll leave you with that to ponder. Thanks for watching.